welcome to the show. Well, this week we're in the beautiful Bay of Plenty town at Katikati. This place is such a unique spot, and of course they've turned it into a beautiful outdoor art gallery. We're going to find out about the people, the history and the art, and first up, the locals' very own celebrity, Aunt Mabel. Blown away because it just does not normally rain in Katikati. In fact, this isn't rain, it's just drizzle. We've got to keep the kiwi fruit growing. And here I am standing in front of Katikati's favourite auntie, Auntie Mabel.
Yeah, I'm always really pleased about this. And yes, it's not raining. We do not run for coats until there's sort of big things hitting on your head and you think, oh, it's hailing now, I might get an umbrella. But it is good for our community, and that's what small people do.
So you were born and bred here. Why is this place so special to you?
I think you started it off with the born and bred, you know, and even now into my 60s, people talk about the certain values that I have and values that I espouse. And I think it's only small town kids who do that. And all the important links, and I made a conscious decision in '92 after sort of almost 20 years away to bring my children back here to raise, and I think those values still exist. They're a little bit different, people are different, but the values stay, and perhaps we're the same as many other small towns. I can only speak for mine. I think I got really neat values, and I mean it's here. My grandfather is there, Kaikohe Roretana, and my marae is here. So I've got values from small town, I've got it from my Māori heritage, my parents are there, my marae is there, and so I feel really grounded and confident that we're almost bulletproof in the country because someone will get our back. That's how we are.
Isn't that awesome? That's just fantastic. Now, you're not Katikati's favourite auntie for no reason. Why? You're the face on many of our movies. Tell us about some of the highlights throughout your years.
Well, I've done many things, but I think too because I was educated here, and so we were really close. Small town communities are really close, and they're all my sisters and brothers. And I admit that there were sort of the little racial differences, but we work hard for unity in small towns. And so yes, I was auntie to the Māori community. And then I had this program called Ask Your Aunties, and they espoused that again when I did this Brimmen ad, because the Four Square was the place, it was a community centre. I remember my mum leaving parcels there for somebody to pick up in 2 or 3 weeks, and they had a couch there. And the Four Square chain was getting hammered by the big ones, you know, by the huge chain stores. I wanted to do my bit. I'm always paying back for love and for values that I received in a small town, and so I did the ad. You know, and it's become a catchphrase. You know,
well, it has.
And I do this, you know, this small town thing, and how convenient. Yeah, so that's what it does.
Can you do it again for me? I just love it. Just a little stronger.
Oh, well, because the other reason I did it, because I was tired of how they're telling me that whites and browns don't like each other, and I wanted to show the non-verbal communication, the sisterhood. Didn't matter what colour. You there, turn to the cam. How convenient. You're famous now for the ad.
So exciting. Yeah. I love the ad. We all know the ad. What's the future for Mabel?
Oh God. You know, like for films, I'm only as good as my last film as far as being an actor. At the moment I'm involved in, my passion is getting more Māori participation. I've been involved with the elections for many years. It's taken all my time, and there's a referendum on there. I just want my people to be aware. I think New Zealand will get really cool and savvy like we are in the small country if we're all aware that we all need to be up in good statistics and not. Yes. I'm tired of being down there, and I'm not going to stay there. So I have the elections and I'm doing the referendum. That's me for the moment. And if I might show you this, because this encapsulates all of them. I got this, it's Order of Merit, New Zealand Order of Merit, and it's for the performing arts and for contributions to community, and I think this encapsulates my small town values, it encapsulates my Māori values, and it brings in my acting. But this is not mine. I didn't want it, but I accepted it for Katikati, for the small town kid, for the Māori, for the everything.
Katikati wants you to have it.
Oh yeah.
They do. Great meeting up with you. What a privilege. It's such a special opportunity to be able to spend some time with you.
My pleasure.
Mwah. We're now off to check out the haiku pathway. Andrew, the pathway here, the haiku pathway, was actually one of New Zealand's Millennium projects. What exactly is the haiku pathway?
Well, in Japan there are many pathways like this. In the rest of the world this is the only one. And it came about for a variety of reasons. A whole lot of things came together at once. Catherine Mayer, whose property was on this side of the river, they had a dairy farm over there. She was born on that property in her grandparents' house, and they were selling the farm. And she felt that she really wanted to do something that was special with part of the land, and it's been developed as residential housing. And on this side of the river, on the town side, was already council-owned land, but it was blackberry and gorse, and it was pretty messy. And at the same time as Catherine was wanting to do something very special, the people of Katikati said, why are we neglecting the river? It's been so much a part of our local history. We want to bring the river back to the town. And so opening this whole park up was just perfect timing. And over the years, we've expanded the pathway. We started with 24 boulders, engraved boulders in 2000, added another 3 in 2004, added another 3 in 2007, and last year we got really ambitious. For our 10th birthday we said, well, what about 10 new poem boulders to celebrate 10 years? I don't think we'll do 20 in 20 years time, but 10 seemed like really a nice way to celebrate it.
Right, so tell us about the poet.
Well, there are various poets. We have 3 Japanese haiku here in translation, obviously, written in centuries gone past, because it's a very old form of poetry. It's been in this kind of form for about 600-700 years, so it's got a long, and it's still evolving too, which makes it very interesting. They're poems about nature, and so to have a very natural kind of park to put them in was fantastic. And the idea that they're chosen so that they reflect where they are, and people who are walking past reading them just pause and think. There is this guidebook which has all poems in it.
Great, where do you pick that from?
You can get that from the Information Centre here in Katikati, and from the Mural and Craft Shop, and as well it's available at Books Aplenty in Tauranga.
Fantastic.
It has little biographies of all the poets, and it has a map, so you can follow it round, and the boulders are numbered so you can know that you've seen them all when you get to the end.
And you've got a couple of websites?
There's the Katikati website, of course, we're part of that, and on the Poetry Society website we have some pages on there as well, and one of the pages is just about this pathway.
And if people wanted to contact you via email?
Yes, nzhaiku@gmail.com, and we're very happy to, if people want to buy these and get them posted out, we can arrange that as well.
Nice. Well, we're going off to a break, but while we go off to a break, let's have a bit more of a walk around, shall we?
Sure.